Sound. There we go. All right. Sound is on. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get to this. We're gonna get to this real quick and I'm gonna get out of and I think from now on when I say that it's gonna be for real because there's a lot of studying to do. Never mind, I was about to mention something, but I'm not. Um, as I always say, yeah, as I always say, yeah, when I'm quiet, I'm studying it. I'm gonna tell you a lot about what I've been figuring out, finding out, and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I'm still learning a lot. Like I say, I hate when people, you know, come into the space and the whole tactic of building their channels, pretending like they know everything. You can never know everything in crypto. Like I said, it's my third cycle, and I'm still learning. And as of these last 2 days, I wouldn't say I'm learning. We'll talk about it. But very important. As again, this is not a clickbait title. I'm going to talk about all the stuff that I've been seeing. Some of the stuff I already been telling y'all. I'm sorry, I got to toot my horn because I've been saying some of the stuff for like over a year, and y'all probably like, man, he gonna talk about something different. As I've been saying, not only just picks, but now people are saying the same stuff that I've been saying. And I'm gonna get to that. Let me make sure I don't forget. Let me get to this real quick though. Let's put this on top. I think I'm gonna probably talk mainly from notes today instead of slides. Listen, the macro is important. We always gonna talk about as much as we can, but as the market heats up, we're gonna have to talk about the money making stuff. We can't get scared with macro because it's about to get a little hot here. Okay, so Bitcoin's been trying to crack this 60. I should have pulled this up first. Hold on. Cool. That was faster than I thought. All right, cool. Now we in. So anyway, Bitcoin is at 67.4 and it's been knocking against that 68. We hit that quick run up and everybody's like, oh, we about to go to Valhalla. We getting there. And to be honest, I think this is like maybe people trying to front run October or whatever. But I think like starting tomorrow, end of this week, we could break some numbers. Well, I say break some numbers. I'm not talking about we finna go to 100,000, or maybe it tries to test all time high or whatever. But I'm gonna boldly say it, like I said. So when I went back in time and over the months, my timeline was lining up if I would have stayed on course and kept talking about it. But so yeah, I think we're gonna see some upward movement. It's teasing it right now, but I think the end of this week we're gonna see it. And as I say, I feel like all this stuff is calculated. It hasn't. I hate to say this, y'all, but I don't think it has anything to do with the election. I know that's the crazy thing y'all probably heard all day because everybody's like, the election's coming and that's why Bitcoin's price is pumping, people pricing in Trump, blah, blah, blah. All this crap is, orchestrated or whatever. So, the end of this week, we see seeing it pump up. Let's get through this because I got to talk about some poor stuff and get back to studying. US spot Bitcoin ETF see 556 million in inflows, biggest day since June. I think the day before that, because I didn't stream yesterday, I think the day before that was about 350, something like that. So it's been about $1 billion worth of inflows over the last 2 days. Ethereum ETS was like 17 million or something like that. I'm only talking about this stuff. Y'all know how I feel about this, but I'm only talking about it because the retail investors and the people on the outside, this is what they're gonna look at. They be like, oh, they got those Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs right now. They're gonna be checking how much the inflows are to decide how bullish they are, all that kind of stuff. So we'll cover it swiftly, but I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on it. So about $1 billion in inflows over the last 2 days. This number keeps going up. It just keeps going up. Tesla apparently started moving their Bitcoin that they haven't moved it in about 2 years now. But they started moving across different wallets. At first it was like 200 million, then it was like 500 million. Now I guess it's up to about 760 million that they've moved, but they moved it to another wallet. Like they didn't move it to like an exchange, but they like to play these games, scare people and get stuff moving, and people start getting fearful and like, oh man, they about to sell their position. Unless something has happened in the last 20 minutes that I haven't seen that they sent it to an exchange or anything. I do see. Why did everything just turn red? If y'all knew how many windows I have in front of me right now, why did everything just turn red or reddish? Okay, I don't see anything. Maybe maybe it's a little drop on Bitcoin. All right, let's keep going. But yeah, so they started moving in Bitcoin, and people feeling some type of way about it. Oh, are we about to get? I think we about to get to the main topic. I do remember saying I don't want to waste any time, so I guess this is what we're doing. Oh, I guess we're already here. It's gonna be a quick one. All right, so let's start with this one, and this will lead into it. So yes, just like the title says, I don't make BS clickbait titles. I don't have time for that crap. I don't have time to be like, playing with people's emotions, all that crap. So when I make a thumbnail, it's really what it is. So meme coins versus utility. Let me talk about it in two different ways. Meme coins versus utility. I probably should have made better starting notes, but it's all good. So this is Lark. I don't listen to Lark for nothing else, but I just use this tweet because whatever. But he was like, meme coins are 32% of the mind share right now. And reasons, let me just talk open mind or improv. This is what I'm talking about. So the reason being the stuff I've been talking about from the beginning, because I've been saying this for over a year now. These projects, VCs, whoever. Once again, I'm not saying VCs are all bad, but they felt like, oh, this time we gonna come and really make some money this time in the market, launching stuff at much higher valuations. You see people talking about this all the time. How you could have got in Solana at 20 million. Matic, I remember earliest I remember Matic was around 60, 80 million. Like layer ones, layer twos, all the stuff you can get in under 100 million market cap. This time, this cycle, people want to launch at 800 million, 2 billion. On the good side, you've been getting stuff at 200 million, maybe 300 million. But pretty much people just launching at these over high valuations. So retail got tired of it. I was saying this on my stream the other day, how nobody's pretty much in control anymore. Everybody has a piece of power. You know what I'm saying? There's no person really with dominating power, kind of, but not really, especially not now. Especially not now. So um, retail got tired of that. The whole meme coin game started even last year. It's even bigger now with the Murad and all these people talking about it and stuff, and the whole narrative being made bigger. So people got tired of that. Even I'm trying not to say these names. I'm not even gonna pull up the slide, but there's certain projects that they were talking about different. How do I talk about these people? Like Web2 or just regular YouTube, not even crypto people, like regular YouTube people being tied to a lot of these false pump projects or whatever between gaming, DeFi, all this kind of stuff from last cycle and this cycle. So excuse me. So the stuff coming out about that. Um, what else I got here? I hate to talk about this one because I do like the project. And I missed the bottom of it. Not gonna lie, I don't know everybody like try to act like they got the bottom. They're gonna lie to everybody, say they caught the bottom, but they didn't. But I was upset I missed the bottom of but even the whole stuff coming out with Sui now, saying that people selling tokens behind there, of course people holding it and stuff. Got a little, but going to say opposite. But I'm not saying it's to FUD it, but when people see stuff like this, like, oh, so y'all been selling OTC and behind our back and dumping on us or whatever, while the prices are being rallied. One thing I can say, I know for sure is true. I don't care what nobody try to lie and say, even though I like the project, like what they're trying to do. I know people like they're the Solana killer this cycle, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff, right? What I do know for a fact is they were giving influencers and different people like OTC deals or whatever and letting them get the tokens cheaper. So that is not just because of the tech, which I think the tech is great. I'm gonna say it one more time because I don't want nobody saying I'm fudding anything. Matter of fact, a lot of people talking about it got it from me anyway. I was one of the first persons talking about it. But anyway, they did a lot of OTC deals and like sold people tokens for cheap, which incentivized a lot of the influencers and people to talk about it even more. Even though the tech is great, that's really why a lot of people started talking about it, because they got some tokens cheap and they're trying to pump their own bags. This is the game that everybody plays. But anyway, what I'm saying is maybe the retail on the outside don't notice yet, but people, if y'all probably, some of y'all probably noticed, you've been here since the bear market trying to make money. So people are hearing this stuff and it's just pushing them further and further into meme coins. But once again, meme coins versus utility. So what's happening is the VCs are playing the games. You got them selling stuff OTC, influencers shilling their bags and pumping up different tokens or whatever. And so a lot of these stories are coming out. Now we got these new stories. The SEC I don't know if y'all saw this yet. I don't want to say I'm the first to it, but I ain't seen many people talk about it because they don't really want to talk about it. But so what happened is the VCs, and let me say this: when we talk about VCs and stuff, people just talk about VCs as if it's just some crypto VCs, and it's just, oh, it's those smart VCs that got into crypto before the rest of TradeFi because they believed in it. Don't be stupid. There's a whole bunch of people in traditional TradeFi that are aligned with these VCs that are going through these VCs also to make their money as well. So don't think like TradeFi is so far behind that they're not in crypto yet and they have no. Maybe, let me make sure the mic is on because when I start talking about this stuff, the mic goes out. Don't be stupid and think that TradeFi is that far behind that you like. Well, I haven't seen like I see people always talking about God, why is it dropping on my head? Oh, Vanguard. People always talk about Vanguard. Why is Vanguard so stupid? Vanguard's not in crypto yet. They're gonna be late. They in there, bro. Just because you don't see their name under it and whatever, they already in there. So what I'm saying is TradeFi is in there, uh, even though you don't see their VC names in there. And so their boys told them, hey, y'all come over in this crypto game, y'all can make a whole lot of money. I said it last cycle that I feel like they held crypto back because they thought that all those, hopefully I'm not talking too fast. Last cycle, they thought all those stimulus checks was going into stocks and going to pump their bags and all that kind of stuff. Then they heard about this thing called crypto. So they slowed down the markets like, hold on, man, we got to get into this. They got into it. They ended this cycle. They're like, okay, we're going to run the game back, right? We're going to get into these plays with our VC brothers or whatever, get into the RWA, the gaming, the AI, whatever narrative it is. So they got in there and they decided to run the game back. Now pay attention to this. You already got the regular VCs y'all know about. Y'all know the VC, crypto VCs names, right? But the reason why the valuations are higher is because TradeFi is in there, whether you know it or not. So they're like, all right, cool. Y'all regular, I'm just throwing out stupid numbers here just to try to paint the picture. So let's say the crypto VCs was like, hey, we're going to start this valuation at 100 million. But now you got a whole bunch of TradeFi guys in there. TradeFi guy 1, TradeFi guy 2, TradeFi guy 3. Now the valuations are launching at 400 million instead of, it would have launched at 100, but it's launching at 400 million now. Whatever. So I'm painting the picture just to say that they're in there. So what happened is they tried to run their game back, launch at these high valuations. When the projects launched, they had, they already at 50x or whatever, and they thought they was gonna run this game. We had a lot of those. It's like we had the Portal, Pixels, and all that stuff. And I told you how I felt about those from the beginning. Y'all see where they at right now. So they got into those and they launched it, and they were at 50 and 200x and thinking that retail was gonna pump their bags. Retail said, we're not playing that game. So they're pissed off now. Their retail is not pumping their bags. They went and told their daddy, Mr. SEC. Now SEC is coming in and they see what's going on with the meme coins and stuff. That was a long way to get to that, but I'm talking fast. But anyway, so meme coins is taking over. Now they trying to come, and they trying to come with the lowest hanging fruit. They trying to come in, the Cardi B, with her, she's most known. Cardi B came in her meme coin. They came after some of the like the real SEC, y'all, not just some. Yeah. So they're trying to come after some like the meme coin influencers or whatever. And what they're trying to do is stop the game because they're pissed off again. Once again, COVID happened. Thought you was gonna pump their stocks. We didn't pump the stocks. We all FOMO'd into crypto. Now they FOMO'd into crypto, and now we're still not pumping their bags. And I know the question y'all asking is, well, Zoe, what about the utility stuff that we talked about and stuff that your buy alerts or whatever? We still in those. We're gonna talk about it. We still gonna hold those. Sorry. Yeah, we still gonna hold those, but we are like playing more into the the meme coins or whatever. I'm gonna get to some important points in a minute. I think that covers that. SEC coming after some of them, trying to set an example because they were trying to scare people back in the utility. They're not gonna have as much control of the cycle. I'm gonna say this, and this is not even. I just thought about saying this. It's not even in my notes. It makes me wonder. I'm just saying. It makes me wonder are they going to bring more regulation? Like I've been thinking this from the beginning. Next cycle, I think it's going to be a whole bunch of regulation. We're not going to be able to play the meme coin game and do a lot of this crap that we're doing now. Or if they're going to get pissed off and try to play the meme coin game next cycle, and we'll have another cycle where we can make a whole bunch of games. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because it was in my mind. Anyway, so the SEC coming out like the Cardi B's and the meme coin influencers, and also you should have saw by now. I didn't stream yesterday, but the whole I was about to say GotBit. They went after GotBit or whatever for falsely inflating the prices of different altcoins projects, meme coins too. So it seems like they're trying to really because now it's like the trade fi is the altcoins, even though even our degen altcoins, they're like over there versus the meme coins or whatever. So they trying to go after Gotbit and their market makers or whatever, because they did like falsely pump a lot of stuff. They even had it in some of their material or whatever. And this is some of the stuff here. So yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to pull up slides. So y'all don't think I'm just talking. Um this is on the sec.gov or whatever, you can look it up. Uh lost my train of thought. No, they went after Gotbit for the market makers falsely inflating prices and making people chase the pump. So what you think when you was like buying different altcoins, you think you're chasing the pump of other retail and it's PvP, but it's actually them like inflating the prices and make you chasing the price higher. Whatever. But anyway, they're going after them for that. And of course, they're one of the people that did used to, launch some of the meme coins. You even saw, I was about to say a name, but certain meme coins that everybody was looking to really pump are on hold now because that was their market makers and some the same market makers that got big has. And so they're trying to slow down the meme coin thing. This one always rugs every time somebody uses that name. I'm not going to talk about that because some of y'all gamblers and y'all might try to FOMO into it. But they're attacking a lot of meme coin stuff. I don't see a lot of people talking about this guy. I guess they like nobody wants to talk about bearish news when the market is pumping, but I'm trying to give you the information that you need to know. One of the other ones that was hidden, I already told you how I feel about the whole Telegram ton or whatever. I'm not really over there. I'm not saying people can't make money there, but it did pump up pretty high. And even when you had an entry, I think the first entry, the real like good first entry was probably like $3-4. I don't know why my brain is saying six. I think it was like $3 or $4, and the market cap was already too high, so I really wasn't too bullish on that anyway. But it says Hamster Comeback denies links to Gotbit, which they would definitely link to Gotbit. I'm not saying they were pumping their price, but I mean, they were kind of part of one another. So I don't know why they're trying to act like they weren't. But anyway, SEC is like, y'all gotta. Let me say this to slow this down. SEC be trying to act like they're so against crypto. They always only thing their job is to do is to slow it down, slow the market down, so their friends can get in and just control the market. That's all their job is. That's why I keep telling y'all, Gary Gensler loves crypto. Like I keep repeating it because some of y'all don't know it. Like he's taught about crypto. He's written books and articles and stuff on this stuff. Taught at MIT. You know what I'm saying? So they just put him in as a guinea pig to slow the market down. And so same thing they're doing here now. Why was I saying that? But whatever. But yeah, I'm saying it's trying to slow the meme coins down because they're like, no, y'all need to play our game. Y'all gonna play our game. Y'all gonna buy our alts, whether it's big caps, mid caps, or whatever. And so they're trying to slow this stuff down now. I don't. Why do I got this slide up here? Let me just get to my notes because that was from the other day, I think. So in my notes, I'm so pissed off that I couldn't find this tweet. And I know some of y'all come to me with stuff on Twitter sometimes. So y'all know, like some people just think, stuff is on YouTube, but you got to go to Twitter and telegrams and all this kind of stuff to get information. But somebody was talking about exactly what I've been saying. And I'm going to harp on this one because I've been saying it for a long time. And I thought if I searched the word stupid whales, because I mean that's my words there, but it was a big account that was talking about it. The same thing I was saying, whether utility or meme coins, but especially with these meme coins, Okay, I'm back. How long was the stream frozen? It was frozen for about 1 minute. Let's say two. Let's call it 2 minutes. I should be back now. Every time I get to the information, I think for the last minute, I was just talking about somebody made a they made a tweet. The tweet has about, I think, it had about 1,000 to 1,500 comments. I mean, yeah, am I saying that right? Yeah, comments, and about 300, 400 reposts. And I was saying, if one of y'all find the tweet, please send it my way, and maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow, because it's the same thing I've been telling y'all. When I'm gonna probably repeat some stuff, but just bear with me. So what I was saying was, they were saying the same thing I was saying about stupid whales. And stupid whales meaning somebody who's just new to crypto, and maybe they got some money. And like I keep saying, a lot of these people who just started Twitters and YouTube channels who don't really know how this thing works. And so what happened is, me or somebody will call a meme coin real low. And like the one I talked about on the channel. And what I was saying was, when I talked about it on the channel, somebody dumped like 30 grand into this joint when it was like at 400K market cap, thinking that this was going to make them super rich. Mind you, they probably been making money off, Patreon or whatever, and they never seen this type of money before. And they thinking, okay, Zoe talked about this, so it's going to be good and it's going to run. But what happened is, the whales that are going to push the project, the whales with real power, not these people. And I think y'all seeing now, these YouTubers that are new to cycle don't have power like they thought. They had power in the bear market when nothing was moving. They get their whole group to push a project, but now you see they have no power. I've been saying this for months and months, including me. People who start this, I don't care if they got 100,000 followers. If you started this cycle, you don't have any power. So the real meme pushers were seeing it in the whale channel, and they were like, "Hey, bro, is this your wallet that's buying this? Why are you buying some? Who's buying this much as a supply?" Nobody was answering. They kept asking whose wallet it was. Everybody said, "That's not my wallet." Once they decided that it was an outsider that bought 30K worth of the meme coin at under 500,000 market cap, they're not going to push that, because now you can dump on them. So I keep saying it because I know the stupid idiots watch my channel. Stop doing it, because you're going to lose money and you're going to make other people lose money. That's why I said I hate like calling stuff too low, because you got people just like, I'm gonna just dump a whole bunch of thousands of dollars in this and then I'm gonna get super rich. That's not how it's gonna work. They're gonna catch you and they're gonna move on to the next project. So anyway, I'm not the only one saying this. There's a tweet that's going around. If you find the tweet and you see it before me, share it to me and put it in the group or something. Then I'll talk about it tomorrow. So y'all see, this not just Zoe talking about this stuff by himself, and he's just not talking about something he wants to talk about. Anyway, let me get back to my notes. Sorry about the stream freezing. I've been real busy. I just got set back up here, so I told you I was going. So I just got set back up, and I think I missed the plug. Already talked about Tesla thing, and I talked about that too. So I talked about that too. So let me this stream gonna be quick. So I know it kind of froze, and maybe some of y'all clicking out trying to get back in, but yeah, I'm not the only one talk about the whole thing. So man, I try to give y'all numbers, like, once something is, and I know this is what nobody wants to do. They want to say they got in early, but let me say this too. When you see them have these stories, I'm sorry to tell you, but when you see these stories about blah 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 got put this amount in Doge, and when it ran up, they pulled out 5 million or whatever. Those are the insiders, y'all. Those are the insiders. Nobody's letting you play that game anymore. So you do usually have to wait till it runs up a little bit. And the smart people like me and my friends, we're like, okay, it's kind of running now. It's kind of get some legs. Then you put a little more in there. Don't be trying to dump 10 grand in something that's at 1 million market cap or 5 million market cap, because only thing's gonna happen. And I'm seeing it with one now. I gotta go check. But you'll see it'll be running, and then you'll see it slow down. When you see it slow down, that's usually probably what happened. Somebody got it, found out about it, and thought, this is going to be my project. I'm going to be the biggest whale in this project, and throw a whole bunch of thousands of dollars in there. And what happens is, the pushers, you like, well, I'm a whale. It doesn't matter if you're a whale. If you're not a real pusher, and I don't care if you got a big Twitter following or a channel, the real pushers are not going to push it. And they're connected to other pushers. So what happens is, they find a project, they start pushing it, then they tell the other pushers once it gets to a certain level, whatever. If you know for a fact you're not a pusher, don't do that. Please don't do that, because the only thing you're going to do is slow down the progress of the project. And as I keep saying, you will lose money, and everybody else will lose money. So stop trying to become Jeff Bezos off one project, especially if it's a meme token. And I'm going to say it one more time, because meme tokens don't have that much liquidity to begin with. So sometimes you have so much in a meme coin, and you can't even cash it out anyway, because the liquidity is not there. I keep trying to drop this information, but people are not listening. But Here's what I found out. The last couple of days, I've been really quiet. I think really quiet is an understatement. I really ain't been talking. So actually, what I found out was really just, I guess you could say it's common sense. But when you study in the markets hard and you just really focus like I am, sometimes you can miss the stuff. So what I've been saying is on the channel, um, last year, last year and a half, the last 18 months or whatever, or let's say 12, not the last 18 months, but 12 months to 18 months ago, when in the bear market, it's perfect with meme coins. Perfect. Like I think I only missed on like two because, like I said, I've been around three cycles. I collect a lot of, influence and influencers and people who push meme tokens, pretty much know who the pushers are and the whales and stuff. And so what was happening is we were starting another cycle. Like, who cares? We're starting another cycle. It's the bear market. People trying to find gaming projects. They trying to find out what narratives is going to be hot. I remember when it first started, when I came back in the bear market, I wasn't too hot on RWA. And then as you see it, as RWA develops, you're like, okay, this is probably going to be more bullish than I thought. Right. So when you come in, it's a traditional cycle. It's just like last cycle. Like, for a segue for a minute, I see people now, and you can tell, not retail, but like people who here last cycle are coming back. I see people shilling projects. I'm like, bro, I don't know if you noticed, but nobody's talking about this project, this cycle, or whatever. But they'll figure it out soon. But anyway, so when you come back in the cycle, you start doing what you were doing at the end of last cycle, right? And so you like the same people got power, and so I'm looking at their stuff, and I was winning. I think I had like 10 or 11 winning meme tokens or whatever. Like I said, I know Turbo was one of the ones I was in very early. Like I got that at like 9.4 million market cap. I see a lot of people trying to act like they got it early. They lying, but whatever. But got that one early, and that was before I was even thinking about talking to the group. No, I didn't have a group yet. I didn't have a group yet. Yeah, because that was like October. I don't think I started my group until December, January. But anyway, so I would like know who the pushers are, and I would jump in, and I made like great money on a lot of them. Like I said, at one point, my entire portfolio, it was probably up over 60x, like my entire portfolio, not just one pick. And it was basically off meme coins. I think when I first started my channel, I really wasn't talking about it. I was telling y'all, I think I probably maybe was telling y'all to stay away and be careful and don't gamble and all that stuff, right? But anyway, I made a lot of money. And so I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you want to call it lazy, but it's like I know who the people are, right? So I'm doing my thing, and then it starts to get a little iffy or whatever. But it was common sense, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened, and it goes in one sentence. The people who were my meme coin pushers last cycle are no longer in the trenches. They done made hella money from last cycle. They're no longer. They're gonna talk to you about the meme tokens. They kind of chillax. And I'm not a type of person that gets lazy. I always like commend Kevin Hart. I know a lot of people say they don't think he's funny, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big Kevin Hart fan, but the last two specials, I mean, probably the last three. I think, I was about to say think like a man, grown little man. Let me explain. Some of those other ones were good, but anyway, his mentality, far as like, even though I think the vegan restaurants went down, he does the Nike stuff. He does all kinds of endorsements. He does the alcohol or whatever, because he always talks about like he never wants to go back to where he was in poverty living with his mom and stuff. And now I have that kind of same thing. But I'm gonna be honest, I kind of got like a days ago. I'm like, I know my push, and they still push. Don't get me wrong, they still push, but they're not in the trenches. And so I spent I know this week, especially a little bit, the end of last week and this week, like going to find who the new trench people. And when I say, man, it's a whole bunch of new ones. It's a whole bunch of new ones. They're not names that you know. It's a whole bunch of them. It's a whole bunch of them. I'm like, what I did was I said, I don't want, what I do is I'll have like a Twitter for just scammers, a Twitter for, I got some mixed ones too, to throw people off that certain people found, but they'll throw them off. But, and so what I do, I think I made three new ones, and I made three different groups of the new pushers. And I mean, straight up all new faces. Like I'm not going to lie. Cause like I said, a lot of people try to act like they know everything on their channel. And I know all the people, and they call me and I got their number. They come to my birthday parties. Like, nah. But these are all new people to me, but I'm like, okay, cool. So what I've been doing is just like Some of y'all not gonna like this because y'all gamblers. No, so some of 'em I'm be honest, some of them I just watch fly. Because listen, you got to do your research. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not at the point where you can just keep gambling away. We at the money making part. So what I did is I made 3 new Twitters. I probably I don't know, man. I think I got somewhere around 240. Yeah, about 240 new people. And so I watch what they call, um, see how it plays out, see if they're gonna rug, and then you slowly kind of start to see like who they connected to, and you got the trash people too that I'm learning some new rugging styles too, like that it might not look like a rug, but I see the different tactics they're using. Actually, I gotta check one more after I get off stream. Anyway, it's meme coins against utility. So yeah, I've been collecting new people. Um, I found a cool little new group. I found a cool little new group. We gonna see how they pan out or whatever. But so far looking pretty decent. Um, what I will say is it's smart on their part too. There are a lot of new women in crypto. A lot of new women. A lot of new women. Um, I was about to say something, but I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. But they some of them just there to make money. They just put it that way. But some of them are part of a lot of rugs too. But yeah, I'm looking at the new little crews out there, and once again, we are not abandoning. I'm gonna say this clearly: we are not abandoning utility. But what I will say is, at this point in the cycle, let me make this statement clear though. So what I will say at this point in the cycle, let's say it's gonna feel a certain type of way, but you got to use proper judgment and not FOMO. Let's say you know you got a 10K portfolio. I'm thinking these numbers on the fly. You got a 10K portfolio, and let's just say you went all out for the whole uh 20 picks thing, right? And you got 520 picks, right? This might be the time where you say, okay, which one of these I think probably not gonna move right now. Take 100 of that because I probably will have some new plays coming out that are memes or whatever. And you throw 100 in there. Don't go spazzing and take the full allocation out of a utility pick because we still learning some of these, and I think a lot of these are gonna do well. But and so maybe you take 100 out of, or 50 dollars. I'm trying to say this so some of y'all don't lose your mind. $50, 50 or whatever, and we're gonna really try to make sure these things got legs and they got a decent community behind them. And once again, don't start dumping thousands because all you're gonna do is slow down the project. If you start trying to become a whale, let the whales do what they do. And it's a saying they have in investing: swim with the whales. Sometimes you got to swim with the whales and not try to be one. Like, it's okay to swim with the whales and just then find the next group of whales and swim with them. Trying to tell you this is gonna save y'all a whole lot. But what else I was gonna say? I said they're not in the trenches anymore. Um, but sorry, next important thing. So yeah, this next little run we about to get here, we're gonna have to see how it picks up because I think utility is gonna run. But when I say they have both pissed off retail and retail, excuse me, like the big money side, like some of the VCs and stuff, they have pissed off retail, and on the other side, the Mirais and stuff have really um, put a fire under retail to really go ham on meme coins. So it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing, but we gotta. I'm not gambling and just throwing money into everything and trying to catch it necessarily at the lowest. Like I said, right now I'm seeing how some of these play out. Um, I saw one. Actually, this one came out like 7, 8 months ago. I thought it was going to do well. That junk is tanking right now. I don't know what's going on with it. But I mean, it is 7 months old. And another thing. So yeah, maybe it's not. I'm seeing a lot. Let me tell you, they're breaking this thing down to a science. Like I said, the other the tweet. Hopefully, one of y'all find it, or I find it, about the dumb whales or stupid whales or whatever that think they're gonna become whales and they mess up the project. And people are really giving analytics out there. Um, One small tool that I think I talked. Somebody said I didn't say it clear. So I'm sorry. Maybe I talked so fast sometimes on the channel, But I thought I said it clearly. I thought I said it 3 or 5 times. But bubble maps, like that's one you can use. But I hate to say this, but it's almost on the amateur side of it. But you still can look, and you can look and see. And so they're giving these tools to people. That's why I said some of these meme coins that launch 7 months ago. Let me slow this part down. So some of these meme coins that launched 7 months ago, a year ago, they don't fall into the criteria. And what people are trying to do is they're like, I got a little influence. Maybe they got a YouTube channel, Twitter channel, and they're like, I'm gonna get my group to pump it. And they'll see that it has a community. They can see that it's inorganic because they have tools beyond these to see that, yeah, you just pumping it because you own a lot of the bags. And like I said, I'm gonna say it one time clearly, because apparently last time I said clearly, they can see wallets, plural, that are connected to the same person. Um, and then you think, yeah, I got a big group, I got a YouTube channel, I'm gonna push this thing and it's gonna go. No, it's not. It's not gonna go anywhere because and I think people are trying to, like, there's a whole thing now about meme coin communities versus meme coin cults, and they're like, we're a cult because a whole bunch of us are talking about it. No, but your metrics on let me slow down. Your metrics on chain do not line up with the criteria of meme coins that these people are going to push. So I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them that are 5 or 6 months older do not fall on this criteria, which is why you see a lot of them become stagnant. And you're like, well, it's got a big community because it's over 40 million, or even some of the ones that are over 100 million. Like that's what happened. Matter of fact, I want to talk to. Let me see if I can find this one real quick, and I'm gonna see if I can validate what I'm saying, because there was one that was over a million, and you would think, I mean, excuse me, over 100 million, and you would think once it's over 100 million, it's got a good foothold, it's got a big community, people are going to push it. But I think I'm about to look it up, and let me say, the software my boys got is the actual software they got. It's not like a website, and I wish they would just give it to me, but I'm gonna keep begging until they give it to me. They'll give it to me eventually. Right? Let me see. Okay, that's that. Yeah, it's decent, but it's not. It doesn't fall. I don't know. It's probably other reason why it's falling too, but it doesn't quite fit the entire criteria. But anyway, what I was saying, y'all, is a lot of people are trying to push the old stuff, but it's not going to pick up because everybody, they're like, these are tweets that they're doing science and education on meme coins now and stuff. So that's why I keep saying, you just diversify these meme tokens or whatever, and then play the game that way. Don't be trying to become a whale in one particular one, and play the game that way. Uh, I think I covered everything. Education on meme coins. People are tweeting about it. People are repeating the same stuff I've been saying. Um, yeah, I think I'm done. Hopefully, I think I covered everything. But let me get to these comments, questions, and concerns. Oh, how am I doing? Dang, I thought I was under 30 minutes. Not too bad. Um, as he said, good morning. Good morning to you too. I'm still thinking if I covered everything. Um, good morning. Good morning. Grand rising to you too. Rich rising to you too. Indigenous. Meme coins slash on X. Trust the process. Somewhat. I'm gonna say this too. The speech he gave was great, but a lot of those are still, they're like way up there. Um, some of them can dump it any time. I guess I'm not a follower too, so I appreciate some of the words he's given, and lighting the fire under people, whatever, to not just let the big money and the trade fire take all their money and dump on them or stuff like that. But it's funny. I did see two of those early that I didn't get into, but you can't get in everything. Um, what am I saying? Yeah, but we'll see. If he starts talking about something I already been holding, that's one thing. But I'm not a believer in pumping other people's bags like that. So, and let me say this one thing I did learn. And I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody, but I just been through a lot of my life. My mother's always told me this, and other people, like, I've been through so much in life that money, yeah, money doesn't change me. I'm real chill. I've been making money for a minute. Like, I mean, I can, to be honest, I'm not trying to gloat, but I can work a job in one day and make somebody's year's salary. Like, but I'm still a giver. Like, I'm usually still helping my family out, helping other people out. But what I'm saying is, I'm gonna see how slippery this slope gets with him too, with this new attention and influence, and see once you start making a certain amount of money, people do go to the evil side because they don't have any kind of self control. Um, so I don't know. I mean, you can have your investing style, but I will also say this, just like I was talking about with the influences that I was following, last cycle, looking what they talking about and whatever, and trying to keep up with what's hot and what's growing a community. Those people are not in the trenches anymore, and I have people in my group that I'm trying to help, turn over a little bit of money and make something real out of it. So, you know, whereas I maybe can dump a couple thousand in a bigger market cap meme token, maybe some of them can or whatever. So I'm trying to like get in those trenches and find stuff. But once again, you only have to put a little bit of money in those. I keep trying to say it so it catches on that if you try to go too hard, only thing you're going to do is, I feel like I'm repeating it, but I feel like people don't get it. There are meme pushers that are in all these groups, or if you get lucky. And if you go too hard, what they're gonna do is take profits and move on because it's not going to be organic. And I found some terms. I don't want to talk about meme coins too much, like during this week or in the future, but it is a hot thing right now. But I found some new metrics that even are new to me, and I was talking to EA and some of my other friends in another chat about it this morning. I was like, yeah, I didn't think I've seen these terms before, or whatever. So I'm looking into them, but this is the stuff that people are going to be using going forward on meme tokens. It's no longer like, oh, we're going to get in this meme coin and jump on Twitter and YouTube and shill it, and people going to see we're shillers. It's not working like that no more. People are automatically going on chain and seeing how many of y'all are hoarding the supply, and if it's a real uh, decentralized and well distributed meme token. So anyway, I went off said all that off your what you call it, but yeah, I mean some of those are up there. You can consider them blue chips or whatever, and maybe people keep moving them or whatever. If you want to put never mind. I don't want to say the next statement. That's up to you. Is all I'll say. Carmen said, "Good morning. Good morning to you too." That's when y'all was telling me the stream froze. Yeah, I just got back, and so I didn't plug everything back up the proper way, and my bad. That was on me. The camera wasn't plugged up, but we got started again, so it's cool. Um, let's see. Is it still good? I mean, I think Turbo can still go. I know I said I'm pretty sure if I'm not a whale in Turbo, I'm probably a dolphin. Probably a dolphin. But I took some profits when it hit 600 mil that first time. Um, I mean, the community's big. It could keep running, but after a while, like the returns are diminished. Oh, another important thing. So yeah, I'm sorry. Let me finish ADHD. So I mean, the returns are diminishing after a while, and I'm probably I'm be honest. I didn't I didn't tell anybody in my group about Turbo. So just know you see that big wick, that's me. But I wouldn't do that to projects that I've told y'all about in the group that I know my group bought. I'll like ladder out, put out a sell alert or whatever. Um, but you'll probably know when I sell Turbo. Um, I think I'm a dolphin. I'm probably not a whale, but I'm like a dolphin. Is it still good? But yeah, I think it's still run. Um, let's see here. Crypto shit said Kevin Hart isn't funny at all. No one does comedy like Dave. Okay, you my type of people. Yeah, I will. Yeah, Chappelle and Mooney, I like them. Like this. That's back when like writing was real writing. I do stand by though. I think Kevin Hart was funny and Grown Little Man. Let me explain. What was the first two when he before? Because Let Me Explain was when he really started blowing up. The two before, Grown Little Man and I can't remember the other one. I think those first three were funny. Especially when he did the pandemic house one. Oh my friend, that was rough. That was a rough one. Um, I don't even know if I'm caught up with the latest ones to be honest. But I do like him as a business person. Like, I mean, what comedian gets a shoe deal? Like he had the shoe deal with Nike. He was doing all the running. It is cool to see that he is trying to stay in shape and it wasn't just for the Nike deal or whatever. Um, so Yeah, I just appreciate his business. Oh yeah, I was just saying it though, because yeah, he doesn't stop. I do think he could have picked better movies and stuff like that, but he was just trying to strike while the iron was hot when he was hot. And I guess I mean he did what he did. He got his little what you call it? Well, he got a I don't drink y'all, so he got a tequila. Don't he got a tequila? I think he got his wine, some restaurants and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person to stay in the trenches and stuff. But my bigger bags, like yeah, it's gonna be in bigger market cap stuff, the blue chips, utility stuff or whatever. I think people just go too crazy with these meme coins, and like I keep trying to say, they're hurting themselves. Like I felt like I said this before, but some genius thought they was gonna throw 30K in a 400K market cap token, and then I mean, what is that 30K now? Like, it's nothing. I think last I heard him talk about the person that's still trying to like ladder in. It's not gonna be a pretty picture, y'all. And I guess they think they'll push themselves, but you're gonna be sitting there waiting when you could be making money and other stuff. So I'm sorry that happened for other people that got into it, and that's why I said I can't talk about stuff too early because that's just the kind of stuff that happens. Because people don't understand, they feel like no, I'm hidden. They can't see me. They can Yeah, we can. Yes, we can. That's why I say this is only noobs do this type of stuff. Like not smart, man. Not smart. Um, what's going on here? Katie Kate said, "Why are you?" I mean, I think it's because last I checked, it was at 800. I took. Hold on. Jeez. Because it was at 800 yesterday, I think. No, I think it's got some more in there, but after a while, it's going to be diminishing. Um, After a while, it's going to be diminishing returns. I said fully out by a billion. I'll hold on probably a little longer myself. Probably, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more gains in there. Um, I mean, it could. Oh, don't get me wrong. It could go crazy. But the thing is, I think a lot of people they're like it could go to 50 billion. Well, that don't mean I gotta hold the whole time to 50 billion. I do believe in holding, but bro, I've been holding since 9.4 million. Took a little profits at 600. So I mean, I don't have to hold the whole time. That's why I say that's how a lot of people do lose money. Um, Trying to hold the entire time. So anyway, um, I wouldn't say dumping hard. It's all right. It'll be all right. Uh, what do you think about Casper? What is happening there? I don't know. I don't have to. Listen, I barely have time to be in my own Discord, much less a project. I'm not. I hope did I come off? My tone was a little. I know my tone could be a little rough. I wasn't trying to say that too rough, but yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just looking at the projects that I'm in. Is what I'm saying. So I'm not really keeping up what's going on over there. I heard they got a little hoopla fuss over there, or whatever. I don't know, man. Like I keep saying, man, I think people think like I was trying to fuzz somebody's bags or whatever. I was just trying to create some perspective, man. I hope everybody make money. I don't, so I, but I really don't know what's going on over there. I've been over here trying to collect the meme coin world for the last couple of days. And once again, I'm gonna say it one more time. That does not mean that you FOMO out of all your utility and go full into memes, but it's gonna be a thing or whatever. So um, and I don't think, let me say this too, and I'll probably get out of here, but I don't think people realize how much time this takes. So on a given day, remember I'm still a human too. So I gotta eat. I've been missing my workouts, but I've been trying to get them in lately. Eat, workout, just bare minimum stuff. Check the mailbox. So on a given day in the regular part of the cycle, like let's say 3 months ago, I'm spending 6 to 8 hours like in all forms of platforms, whether it's YouTube, it's Twitter, it's Telegram, it's Discord. So 6 to 8 hours a day doing that. And that's like really my whole day. And then trying to sprinkle in time to look at meme coins, then probably another 3 hours looking at macro. And like I said, when I'm quiet in my group, I saw somebody try to say something smart, like, bro, I'm sitting at this computer all day. Anytime if you want to ask something, say it. But I'm not just gonna be in there talking for no reason. And I keep saying, like, a lot of people get thrown off by that. Like, my Discord is always active. Well, I gotta study. How can I talk to you all day if I'm studying? But I'm always here at the computer. But so now, excuse me, what I was trying to say is now it got to the point where I'm like, I got to make a decision. So now I'm to like 2 to 3 hours. The last couple of days, I've been like 2 to 3 hours on utility, trying to keep up with that stuff, and it feels like 12 hours trying to study the meme coin stuff and see what's going on there. So that's what my days be looking like. I'm at the computers. The chair is pretty comfortable. Actually, so I don't wore the arms off this joint. Um, but yeah, man, it this stuff takes time. But I think it's things are looking pretty good. Things are pretty looking pretty good, and bouncing stuff off some some the eight compadres or associates I have in the space, and eight of us trying to make stuff shake and figure out stuff together. So anyway, I don't know how the stream got to 51 minutes, but it somehow it got here. But if you want to join up, I know they're gonna be pissed off again. I'll be forgetting about putting this thing at the beginning of the stream and talk. I'll be trying to get the information out. But if you want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. So yeah, we got the good utility plays. Went early to a lot of these that people are just starting to talk about. So let's do the same thing with the meme tokens, meme coins, whatever you want to call them, and let's make this money. So I feel like over the next couple of months, people might sleep on utility a minute, and hey, let's get some liquidity with these let's get some liquidity with these somebody must have said something crazy, something scratched out over here. But anyway, let's get some liquidity with these things and make this money or whatever. But the game is changing day by day. That's all I can really say. And so you got to really keep up with what's going on. But listen, y'all, I got to get back to studying. I'm here. I'm right here in this chair. Probably go grab some breakfast, but I'm here. Patreon.com/cryptozo.